Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Gemini Sun and Leo Venus in a natal chart. Now, first off, with a Gemini Sun, your basic fundamental character may be animated, vivacious, versatile, loquacious, and whimsical. Now, however, even though Gemini Sun could be lighthearted, it's when you have Leo Venus, may not be really the case in matters with your relationships. You may be more domineering in matters of the heart and, express more dominance and more control in these matters. And there could also be, there could be really grandiose expectations in relationships. People that have Leo Venus have to be careful, not to expect, too much from others, because the expectations can be grand. Leo energy doesn't do anything in small doses, and, their expectations when Venus is in Leo can be, very grand to say the least. And the person may like to give that impression of grandeur in their connections. So you do have, a strong disparity really in the basic fundamental character again, which is the sun, and, matters and attitudes, energy associated with love, romance, and relationships. Now, with the Gemini Sun, the basic self, the basic fundamental character may be superficial, but the thing is, with a Leo Venus, the person may express, a lot of heart in their connections, and there may be very strong, loyalty and, steadfastness in those matters. Venus and Leo may love with ferocity, and with the Sun being positioned before Venus, matters pertaining to the self and what the person wants may often take priority and precedence over matters that are pertaining to one's relationships. Now, the thing is, and then, having, Venus and Leo, the relationships one has, one or more of them may actually involve someone that has a Leo sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embodies the characteristics of the sign. It could be, people that are very prideful, dignified, even bombastic and arrogant, people that have a lot of confidence, could be loud, boisterous, flamboyant, domineering, generous, and magnanimous as well. Now, the thing is, if the Sun semi-squares Venus, and an example, if you have the Sun, semi-square, is a modified, really like a modified version, of a square, and it can have, I would say, like, when you have a semi-square aspect, it's like, it's like a square again, but it's like a modified version of a square. But I would say a tight semi-square aspect can at least be comparable to a loose square aspect in astrology. Now, the thing is, again, I'm going back to, if the Sun does semi-square Venus, there may be a conflict between self-centered matters and those that are connected with relationships. One may conflict or clash with the other. And, as an example, let's say if you have the Sun in Gemini at 29 degrees and you have Venus in Leo at 15 degrees, that would form a semi-square aspect, which is 45 degrees, as an exact aspect, half of a square aspect. And the thing about this combination too is that the person may often bring, that Gemini, that vivacious, animated Gemini energy into those like Leo-related things that are enjoyed, because our Venus in astrology is connected with what we love and enjoy, what we're enamored with. And with Venus and Leo, some of those things may include things with acting, entertainment. It might be producing movies, even if it's just making YouTube videos, movies from your home. It could be doing things with partying or party event planning. It may be matters, with games or performing, such as circus performing. It may be something involving sports or creativity, or even activities that involve children in some cases. So now, also, too, keep in mind, the sun is what we want in astrology. Now, Gemini Sun may often want to disseminate and assimilate information and communicate. And Leo Venus may strongly value extroversion and gregariousness. So, this is, again, it could be a very outgoing, combination. It could be a combination that thrives on excitement. Gemini Sun may often be involved in exciting situations. Leo Venus may enjoy drama and things that are dramatic. And also, too, another way this combination may manifest is that, the Gemini may bring that spirited energy into Leo money-making endeavors, because Venus, as many of you may know, can be, is connected with, things of a monetary nature. And our Venus placement in our chart can show, areas or endeavors that we may make money in. Now, with a Leo Venus, money-making endeavors may involve, entertainment or movie production, acting. It could involve sports, cardiology. It may even work with children, creativity, the military. It may involve some, leadership position, as some examples. And also, too, another way that this combination may be expressed is that Gemini, Gemini Sun may bring that versatility into parties, which, Leo Venus may be enamored with. So it can be where this person may bring, manifold abilities into matters of partying, entertainment. It could be that person that is, shows off, juggling ability and able to do other things such as perform, magic tricks or dancing, whatever it might be. This is a person that can, bring that, diversity into, parties. And this could be somebody that could be one of those lives of the party. This is a good combination for, having, being outgoing, extroverted. Gemini Sun can be, very cerebral, very eloquent and articulate, and knows what to say often at the right time. And then the Leo Venus is obviously, somebody that can value, gregariousness, extroversion, in matters, with partying and being able to express, really being outgoing. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.